this episode of Sleep and Relax ASMR. This episode we continue the series that I have not found a proper name for. I'm still calling it like letters, I think. Letters or Learner's Dictionary letters, something like that. Essentially, we just run through the dictionary in alphabetical order. Today we're focusing on E. We read the definition, some examples. Maybe English is your first language. Well, it will be, I'm sure, sufficiently boring enough for you to want to fall asleep to. And certainly if you're a non-native speaker, perhaps you can learn something while you're falling asleep, so might be a useful little episode for you. Again, the focus of today's episode is letter E, so let's jump into it. Email. Noun. A system for sending messages from one computer to another computer. Examples. They communicate with each other by email. An email message. 2A. Messages that are sent electronically from one computer to another. I seem to spend most of my time these days reading email. Each. Adjective. Every one of two or more people or things considered separately. And we have quite a few examples. A rope was tied to each end of the boat. Each student had a different explanation. Each one of them has done his or her best. Each one of us took a turn. Each one of them costs 50 cents. Each can also be used as an adverb, meaning to or for each, synonymous with a piece. They cost 50 cents each, meaning each one of them, each individual piece costs 50 cents. We were allowed 2 tries each, so both of us were allowed 2 opportunities to try something. Eager. Adjective. Very excited and interested. An eager student. Eager enthusiasm or anticipation. Feeling a strong and impatient desire to do something or for someone, or for something, excuse me. She was eager to get started. They were eager to hear the latest news. The crowd was eager for more. And of course, you can do something eagerly, which would be an adverb. The news was eagerly awaited. His offer was eagerly accepted. Up next we have ear, E-A-R. Noun, plural, ears. 1. The part of the body that you hear with. She was whispering something in his ear. A dog with floppy ears. understand and appreciate something heard. He has a good ear for music. Up next we have early. Adverb. Earlier, earliest. Definition. At or near the beginning of a period of time or a process, activity, series, etc. Examples include early in his career he moved to the city. They were trailing by a touchdown early in the fourth quarter. The package should be arriving early next week. Second definition. Before the usual or expected time. She arrived early to help with the preparations. I got up early to finish packing. Early as an adjective. Existing or happening near the beginning of a period of time. Early morning. The early 20th century. He is in his early 30s. Definition 2a. Coming or happening before the usual or expected time. We had an early spring this year. We are early. The show doesn't start for half an hour. Definition 2b. Doing something before the usual time or before others usually do. I've always been an early riser. My daughter was an early reader. Up next we have earn, E-A-R-N, as a verb. To get money, a salary, etc. for work that you have done. She earns a good salary. I need to earn some money. Definition 2a. To deserve or get something because of something you have done. Examples. He earned a promotion through hard work. The team has earned a reputation for fantastic sportsmanship. He needs to earn their trust or respect. Earth. Noun. Definition 1. The planet on which we live. Definition 2. Land as opposed to the sea, the air, etc. The moisture will eventually fall to earth in the form of rain or snow. We could feel the earth shake. The material in which plants grow. A mound of earth, for example. Ease. E-A-S-E. Noun. Definition 1. Or first definition, I should say. Freedom from pain or Second definition, lack of difficulty. The program is known for its ease of use. I was able to do it with ease. Third definition, a relaxed and informal way of behaving. He delighted people with his charm and ease of manner. Ease, of course, can also be used as a verb. The definition: to free someone or something from trouble or worry. Trying to ease my troubled mind. Second definition, to make tension, a problem, etc., less severe or troubling. Authorities are looking for ways to ease prison overcrowding. The government is expected to ease travel restrictions. Third definition, as a verb, to move or pass slowly or easily. For example, the car eased out into traffic. Easy, adjective, easier, easiest. First definition, not hard to do, not difficult. Example sentences, an easy lesson. It was an easy decision to make. They scored an easy goal late in the game. There are no easy solutions to this problem. Second definition, free from pain, trouble, or worry. Examples: he's had an easy life. This new schedule should make our lives easier. I hope this will make things easier for you. Third definition, not harsh or severe in punishing or criticizing someone. Example: I think they're being too easy on him. And then there are, of course, a couple of informal ways of applying easy. For example, you could say like easy money, something that's easy to come by. You could say easy on the ears, which means something that's lightly pleasant and enjoyable. So, up next we have easy going. Adjective, relaxed and informal. An easygoing boss. A boss with an easygoing manner. Ecology. E-C-O-L-O-G-Y. Noun. First definition, a science that deals with the relationship between groups of living things and their environments. objects and their environment, usually singular. Economics. Noun. First definition. A science concerned with a process or system by which goods and services are produced, sold, and bought. Second definition. The part of something that relates to money. For example, the economics of buying a house, meaning the financial aspects of buying a house, or the economics of this agreement are complicated. Ecosystem. Noun. Everything that exists in a particular environment. Edge. Noun. First definition. The line or part where an object or area begins or ends. Examples. They peered over the edge of the roof. We sat at the water's edge. Second definition. The part of a blade that cuts. It can also mean the sharpness of a blade. Third definition. A harsh or unkind quality. For example, his voice or comments had a sarcastic edge. Sorry, it was sarcastic / sardonic, which I've never actually seen used in a sentence. But yes, his voice had a sarcastic edge. Fourth definition. An advantage over others. Our experience gave us the edge. The company still has an edge over its competitors. Edit. Verb. To prepare something written to be published or used. To make changes, correct mistakes, etc. in something written. Examples. Edit a poem. This chapter needs to be edited. The book was poorly edited. Second definition. To be in charge of the publication of something. Edit a magazine / daily newspaper, for example. Edition. Noun. A particular version of a book. It can also mean a particular version of a product, such as the latest edition of software. Second definition. All the copies of a book that are printed or published at one time. Third definition. One of the several versions of a newspaper that are printed for a single day. Example could be the late edition, the city edition, so on and so forth. Up next we have educate. E-D-U-C-A-T-E. Verb. First definition is to teach someone, especially in school, college, or university. Second definition. To give someone information about something, to train someone to do something. For example, we need to educate the public about this problem, or it takes time to educate new workers on how to use the machines. Education. Noun. The action or process of teaching someone, especially in a school, college, or university. Alternatively, it can refer to the knowledge, skill, and understanding that you get from attending a school, college, or university. Effect. E-F-F-E-C-T. Noun. First definition. A change that results when something is done or happens. An event, condition, or state of affairs that is produced by a cause. Examples. The defeat had a terrible effect on the team's spirits. The effect of the medication soon wore off. This treatment causes fewer ill effects. Second definition. A particular feeling or mood created by something. Example. The total effect of the painting was one of gloom. He achieves amazing effects with wood. Third definition. An image or a sound that is created in television, radio, or movies to imitate something real. For example, sound effects or visual effects. Fourth definition. The state of something that is actually working or operating. For example, the policy will be in effect next year. Effort. E-F-F-O-R-T. Noun. Work done by the mind or body. Energy used to do something. Examples. It wasn't easy, but it was worth the effort. The job will require a great deal of time and effort. Her efforts were conscious attempt to do something. Examples: a determined or desperate effort. Despite my best efforts, I never found out who she was. Third definition: something produced by work. Examples: this painting was one of my best efforts. It wasn't bad for a first effort. Fourth definition: something that is hard to do. Fifth definition: all. No, that's not it. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I was reading something else. All that is being done to achieve a particular goal. And now the final word from this episode: egg. E-G-G, noun. A hard-shelled oval thing from which a young bird is born. Or the egg of a bird. In biology, so this is actually the second definition: a cell that is produced by the female sexual organs and that combines with a male's sperm in reproduction. And they give us a couple of informal sayings like egg on your face. If you have egg on your face, it means you appear foolish, usually because something you said would happen has not happened. A good egg is someone who is seen as a likable person. Lay an egg means to fail completely, to fail in a very obvious or embarrassing way. Put all your eggs in one basket means you risk all you have on the success or failure of one thing, such as an investment. And that's it. That's the end of this particular version of the series. Letters, I guess I'm still calling it for the time being. If you have any questions, comments, you can always reach the show by emailing hello@sleepandrelaxasmr.com. That's all for this episode. Thanks as always for listening.